With results of local election from most local levels declared, the rise of independent candidates has surfaced as a major challenge for mainstream political parties. Gopal Hamal has been elected the mayor in Dhangadi. Harka Rai has won the top post in Dharan, while victory for independent candidate Balendra Shah has been mathematically secured in Kathmandu. Good morning, I'm Sapsanamma, and these are the headlines of the hour. Victory mathematically ensured for Balendra Shah in the race to Kathmandu metropolis mayor. Local election results drawing to a conclusion. Impeachment motion against suspended Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana stranded at the Parliament. Supreme Court compelled to operate with an acting Chief Justice. A court in India sentences senior Kashmiri separatist leader Yasin Malik to life imprisonment after convicting him of funding terrorism. And Italian club Roma win their first major European trophy in more than 60 years by defeating Dutch club Feyenoord by a solitary goal in the Europa Conference League final. Victory for independent candidate Balendra Shah in the mayoral race in Kathmandu metropolis has been mathematically secured. As per the latest update, the lead taken by Shah is against his nearest challenger, Srijana Singh from Nepali Congress, is more than the votes remaining to be counted. Likewise, CPN-UML's Sunita Dangol is also set to win the post of deputy mayor in Kathmandu. She is ahead of her closest contender Rameshwar Shrestha of CPN Unified Socialist by almost 3 times the vote counted so far. Until now, results of 749 local levels have been declared. Based on the latest update, Nepali Congress has secured leadership of 327 local levels, followed by CPN-UML, which has been restricted to 205 wins, while CPN Maoist Centre has won in 121 local levels. Janata Samajwadi Party has secured 30 wins, while CPN Unified Socialist has secured 20. Other fringe parties and independent candidates have won in 30 local levels. In terms of popular vote, CPN-UML has lost the numbers in comparison to the previous election. Vote counting is continuing in Kathmandu metropolis, Udaipur's Triyuga municipality, Rupandehi's Tilottama municipality, while counting is yet to begin in Bajura's Buriganga municipality. More than 3 months have passed since the impeachment motion was filed against suspended Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana. The motion has been presented at the Parliament, but required proceedings are yet to begin. In the absence of a Chief Justice, the Supreme Court is currently being led by an acting head. Failing to conclude on the topic which has entered the parliamentary proceedings only sets a wrong precedent. Parliamentarians of ruling parties Nepali Congress, CPN Maoist Centre and CPN Unified Socialists had filed an impeachment motion against Chief Justice Cholendra Samsher Rana on 13th of February, alleging him of financial irregularities and seeking his share in the executive. A recommendation committee has been formed after the impeachment motion was presented at the Parliament almost a month after it was filed. However, despite the lapse of 3 months, there are no preparations to conclude the impeachment motion with required parliamentary proceedings. While the ruling parties are using the budget session as their excuse, opposition CPN-UML has chose to remain silent. In the lack of parliamentary proceedings in this regard, the Supreme Court is likely to operate with an acting Chief Justice for another 6 months until the expiry of the tenure of Rana. At least 4 individuals have died and 32 others injured in a bus accident in Dai Lake last night. The ill-fated bus heading towards Surkhet from Jitegada, Kalikot met with the accident at Dai Lake Sisne of Artbis municipality. The deceased have been identified as Prem Sunar and Kashi Ram Sunar of Dai Lake's Dullu municipality, Gyan Bahadur Bam and Dhanakala Shahi of Kalikot's Patal Jharana rural municipality. 8 seriously injured passengers have been taken to Surkhet for treatment, while the remaining 24 are receiving treatment at a local health institute. The bus fell some 50 meters off the road. The cause of the accident is yet to be ascertained. Now, around 1,300 young Nepalese leave Nepal every day to seek job opportunities abroad. With the young workforce leaving the country, production is yet to meet expectations, as even basic food grains are imported in the country. At a time when the risk of economic crisis appears significant, the government's policies and programs for the coming fiscal year do not seem to have sound plans to address these issues. The government has failed in presenting proper plans to curb inflation, increase foreign currency reserve and employment opportunities. hike of petroleum products in the international market has increased the cost of productions as well. With increase in import, global inflation has hit every household of Nepal as well. Nepal has lost more than 43 billion rupees from students seeking quality education in foreign nations. More young population is leaving for Gulf nations to find jobs. With the young workforce leaving Nepal, domestic agricultural production has decreased, which has led to the country to import vegetables worth 13 billion rupees, fruits of 8 billion rupees and grains exceeding 39 billion rupees in value. Analysts have said that the government's policies and programs have failed to address these issues. Only 4 days remain for the announcement of the budget for the upcoming fiscal year. However, only 32.57% of the development budget has been spent in the current fiscal. While the administrative expenses are increasing, the government has been failing in ensuring adequate development expenditure. In such a scenario, experts have suggested in making the budget result-oriented. Now, in this context, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked local residents in several provinces regarding the programs they found relevant in the government's policies and programs. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
स्वास्थ्य र सुरक्षाको कार्यक्रम राम्रो लाग्यो रोजगारीको पनि राम्रो लागिरहेछ
शिक्षामा जोड दिनको लागि जुन भनेछ त्यो चाहिँ हामीलाई राम्रो लाग्यो
पूर्वाधार यसमा बढी जोड दिनु पर्यो यो धेरै राम्रो हो
माफियाहरूलाई बनाएको यो बजेट हो
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, why have scholarships provided to Nepali students by other countries reduced? Your options are A, lack of government interest, B, abuse of scholarships, and C, limitations of foreign countries. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.